Alright, so I'm setting up for a symphonic band recording. So got flutes here in the front, got one mic in front of them, an MXL I believe. These are called octavas. They're good for recording woodwind stuff. So we've ran a snake here. Everything's branching off of the snake. We've taped our cables down. Got two in the back here. I've elected to put the mics in the middle, facing outwards towards each side. Same here. And then I hung some mics off the BadAax system for the percussionist. I've got a Shure Beta mic right there for a kick drum. Actually, I'm going to use it and set the tubas here, and I got the bass drum right there. So that's pretty well everything in the setup. I'll show you Logic here. We got Logic with 8 tracks, set ready to record, level checked kind of until the band gets here. I've got the Tascam's US 16.8 set up here. That's not right, 16 something 8, but it's set up here with the snake plugged into it as you saw there, and those Audio Technica M40X's ready to record. So I want to go over my layout here. I know I mentioned it a little bit in the video, but I'm going to go over what mics are used, and it's up here in the left right here, but I'm also going to go through it real quick. So starting down here at number 1, we have an AKG P220. Right here at number 2, we have an Octava MK219, as well as number 3, and they're both the same. So we did a left and right. We've got Up here at number 4, we've got a MXL 910. Right beside it is an MXL 770. At number 6, we have a Shure Beta 52A kick drum mic. And 7 and 8, I hung 2 BadAax Drum overheads, left and right stereo pair. So now I'd just like to talk about kind of why I did this. So right up here at number 1, this was where the flutes were. So I just elected to use one mic here, straight on, right in front of the director that was right here where my mouse is. So we did one mic here for all the flutes. Back here, there's a lot of woodwind here, and the octavas are pretty good for woodwind. One of my teachers uses them a lot for saxophones and live applications. So the clarinets sit right around this bend, and the saxes sit around this other side. So I aimed these outward so that this group would play across to this mic, and this group would play across to this mic. Everything is also being picked up by this front flute mic, so everybody back here, the sound is going forward. The sound going across the band is being picked up by mics. This may be an unconventional way of doing things, but I really like the results that I got, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So, we have the octavas here. Then we have the 2 MXL mics right here, a 910, I believe I said, and a 770. This area over here was trombones, and I moved the tubas right on the end, right here by this kick drum mic. I'll tell you about that in a minute. And on this other end is trumpets. I know the MXL 770, which is what I'm using right now to record, has a deeper, lower, warmer sound to it. So I wanted it by the trombones and the tubas. Then the Shure kick drum mic I put beside the tubas so that I could get that low end, and I was really happy with my results. I also had the bass drum right back here behind the tubas. So the Shure Beta 52A picked up a lot of the bass drum too. I wasn't super pleased with the bass drum, but part of that is the school's bass drum is not very good. It could use some new heads. It's kind of a cheaper bass drum too, and it's old. So it could have been crisper and better. Other than that, I like the effect that I got from the Beta 52A, and the low end that it gave me, and the tuba especially. The MXL 770 that was pointing in that direction also picked up a lot of the good tuba sound, along with the trombone, and it really blended well. And then the overheads I put over the snare drum, cymbals, and bass to pick up the overhead sound. And I think that all worked pretty well. I was really satisfied that in the octavas, the ones facing the saxophones, I heard saxophones, and the ones facing clarinet, I heard clarinet. So, same with the MXLs up here. I got tuba and trombone in the number 5, and in number 4 I got trumpets. So although, like I said, this may be a little unconventional, maybe, but it really worked, and I'm really pleased with the results that I got out of this setup. So, if you have any questions about this, please let me know in the comments below, and stay tuned for the next video.